welcome to my YouTube channel. So for my first video, I'm going to be talking about rats. They are very friendly pets and easy to live with. They are super sweet and super cuddly and have the best personalities. Rats are very smart animals. They get bored very easily, so you need to have tricks and things for them to do in their cage so they don't get bored. Rats should be kept with other rats if you're not going to give it as much attention as it needs. Rats become very lonely if they're not with other rats or with humans. I wouldn't recommend buying rats if you're not going to get more than one, so get a pair or multiples, because then they'll have friends to play with and they won't get bored. Another thing you should know is that you need a lot of space for rats. Rats are very expensive animals. Their cages can cost between $300 and $500. My first cage was $315. My second cage was $550. So they can get really up there in price. Their food is also not very cheap, and you have to give them fresh food. I do it daily, but you don't have to do it daily. Rats have very weak respiratory systems, so they get sick very easily. Even just holding them while you have the common cold can get them sick. A new change in the environment can get them sick. Not warm enough of an area can get them sick. So the medicine can be very expensive. It can get pricey. Rats are very territorial. So if you have them on you and have them out with you, they will most likely leave marks on you, and that's just showing that they're, not super comfortable where they are, and they're trying to mark their territory so they know where they are and they can find their way back. It's kind of like a dog when you bring them to the park. Rats also can become territorial over their cage. So if they have a cage mate that they don't necessarily get along with too well, they will fight a little bit, but it won't be too aggressive. And if it is, then you have a problem. But overall, rats are just great pets, and I do recommend getting rats. They're very good to own and very friendly with the family. Your family might get freaked out at first. My family personally did, but now my family loves my rats, and they buy them stuff all the time, and I'm always like, they're just my rats, hey? Male and female rats are very different when it comes to personality. With females, they're generally less cuddly, and males I find are very cuddly. One last thing you should know is that rats don't live very long. Their lifespan is between 2 and 3 years, but it can go either way as well. I've known this person who had their rat for 4.5 years. One more thing I wanted to add is the bedding that I use in their cages. So I personally use fleece, just like a bunch of fleece blankets. And they're pretty cheap. I go to Dollarama, it's $3 per blanket there. And the rats basically just use it to cuddle with. They never leave it how you want it to be, but a lot of people pin them on the sides. I prefer to leave mine flat out so that my rats feel comfortable and they can just ball up in it if they'd like, just so that they're, nice and cozy, and then they get to sleep under it sometimes. They just do whatever they want. They do chew holes in it though. That's another thing you should know, is that if you have clothing near the cage or if you let them roam, they will chew on things, and they could potentially chew clothes in your new clothing. Chew holes in your new clothing. Thanks for visiting my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, like and subscribe if you'd like. Turn on post notifications, and I'll see you next time.